Hi, good evening, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Um, I was reading on some of the comments on Instagram on different pages, basically. It seems like so many people are having difficulties with their dogs, hating grooming and or hating their nails to be trimmed and having different kind of issues and being labeled as challenging or bad dogs. Anyways, so just one thing that I know for sure, no dog wake up in the morning and say, hey, you know what, as of today, I'm going to start hating this, I'm going to start hating that. Any behavior that you see your dog is having is the result of um, an event has happened in the past. If your dog absolutely hates the feet to be touched or the nails to be trimmed, is just because at some point the nails was cut whether too short and made the dog bleed, or the person who cut the nails hold on to the dog paws for too hard, or they got into the boxing match with the dog, meaning dog is pulling, the groom is pulling, you're pulling, you're pulling, is a painful process. That's one reason. Another reason is when your dog or puppy, you're trying to bait your dog or puppy at home and thinking that you're doing them a favor by baiting him at home. Uh, for most part, and everything I'm saying is just generally speaking. It doesn't apply to everybody and every dog. There are some dogs that are just like solid. They just come sit down there and get the job done, no problem. But I'm talking about the ones that they're having this type of the difficulties. So when you're washing your dog at home, for most part, two things happen. The dog resists. So when your dog resists, there are two different actions. Whether you are very persistent and still going to get the job done, which is you're forcing your dog to do something involuntary and you're taking away from the experience. So when the experience is not there, isn't a scary thing. Doesn't matter who it comes from, mom and dad or a stranger. So you're basically training your dog to hate that process. The second thing can happen is your dog resists and you just simply give up. So now you train your dog to, hey, if you act or behave in this particular way, we will give up. So you don't have to be afraid anymore. So then you just train your dog what? You just teach your dog to pick up that particular behavior or challenging behavior. So now we know where the problem is. How can we fix the problem? You need to be very careful about who you choose to work on your dog, whether a trainer, a groomer, a veterinarian, whoever is going to be related to have a one-on-one experience with your dog. You have to be super careful about who you're choosing. You all know I'm in the dog grooming business. If my business was money driven and we were solely thinking about the business as a business, which is money, 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 and the heart and passion wasn't behind it, we wouldn't be as successful as we are today. And I say successful because in my eyes, in my heart, my business is successful. When I wake up in the morning and I look forward to go to work, when I don't like to have a day off, it doesn't mean I'm alcoholic. It means because I have a successful business and I enjoy doing it and I enjoy doing more. So when you pick your trainer, groomer, veterinarian, you need to make sure that the person that you're choosing is very passionate about what they're doing. No force, showing respect. Be patient and take their time. Show your dog that this experience is different than any other experiences in past. Just like how your computer gets um, viruses, what do? You just basically get antivirus, delete it, delete all the bad memories, and replace them with good ones. Same thing. Your dog needs to have some good memories in order to push back the bad memories and finally adapt to the process of the grooming or going to the veterinarian or training. Many dog I see when they're coming to our salon, if it's for first time or sometimes they have been there a couple of times already, they're shaking. They're shaking crazy. They're scared. They're fearful. But at the time when their parents are picking them up, the dog is happy. How do you know the dog is happy? They're not running and not waiting to run out of the door. They actually go back inside. They're super happy. They're wagging their tails. They're jumping up and down. They're sniffing everywhere around our lobby, and that shows the dog is in a good mood. And then we get a lot of feedback, which you can read on our Google page or our Yelp page, that most majority of our clients are saying exactly the same thing. This seems like their dog had a different type of the experience. That is it's all about, to show the dog with some again respect, be patient with them, go at their pace, and only do as much as they allow you to do. There is no need to force the dog to do something and making the experience even worse for them. But if you gradually, step by step, show the dog that you understand the needs, you understand the dog needs to be feeling secure, you understand the dog needs to trust you, you understand the dog needs to have a good positive experience, then eventually all of this come and the dog will come in happy and will let you do anything you want. And I do have proven more than a handful of clients that they drive to us from Whittier, from Oceanside, as far as Long Beach, as far as Anaheim Hills. They come all the way to Mission Viejo, and you gotta understand there are at least hundreds of other groomers out there. But they come to us because their dogs has been rejected from others due to the challenging behavior, and then now the dog come in. I don't even need to tell the dog what to do. I mean, they come in, one of them, Lily for example, walks in, jump on the table, let me hold her hand, and then when we're done with the nails, and again her nails was her biggest problem. Now she let me do everything, and then just get out of the table, just walk in the bathtub on her own, walk into the bathtub. So everything she does is on her own. But they've been coming to us for over a year and a half or 2 years, if not longer. So it takes a little bit longer to get to this point. But at the beginning, if you would have seen this dog, you wouldn't even think it's the same dog. So always remember, as much as we love to be respected, animals are the same. Dogs are the same. If you don't respect them, they get into the boxing match with you. In a boxing match, there is a chance of winning or losing 50-50. But if you get into the dancing match with them, dancing is about being happy. Nobody gonna get hurt, right? When you're dancing, nobody's getting hurt. When you're boxing, somebody gonna get hurt. So when you get into the dancing mode with the dog, meaning if a dog resisting to get the nail done, just let it be. Don't do the nail at the moment. Just wait for it. Give it time. If a dog is challenging, keep trying to bite you, just step back. Take a breath. Just give the dog their space. Let them rest a little bit, and then get to it again, and basically get the job done. Again, it's all about building that relationship with the dogs. So this is one video good for today. I'm thinking to make another one in by tomorrow or next couple of days, whenever I get a chance or I'm in a mood for it, of course, and talk about um, the benefit and disadvantages of bathing your dogs at home. So, what the result, what the outcome could possibly be if you wash your dog at home but not taking the proper steps of doing so. Thank you so much. Very, very long video, almost 11 minutes. Hopefully, a lot of people get to see it and learn from it. Have a good one.